Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Wait, 10, 53! Get the ball!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action. Now it's Brady. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Ready, we're ready. 54, right, 54. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz.
And it's 3rd down.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Easy. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
21. Hey, let's go. 54 is mine. 54 is mine.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Ryan. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30, 20. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready. Check 45 to mine. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 22.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, white. 61, matchbox, white. Watch the safety crew.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Dawson's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Check Mike 54. Hey, express. Run. Hey, exit. Right there. 54, right there. 39. Oh, yeah, let's go. Let him go.
From the 39, Ryan. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Levante David in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
54's Mike. Check.
From the 22, Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards, a first down.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set. 180. Check 45. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Dawson for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And up. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that made center stage here today.
And in today's football, it's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Luck now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And caught by Thomas for a Jets touchdown. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point. And that Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From the gun, it's Ryan. Going to go down, sacked right around the 17. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Luck. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Lock. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, it's Long. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, Locke escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Left side, it's Beckham. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one a first down pickup of 8. Luck on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, quickly. Go. Hey, check. Got it. 22.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
You can't block me. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Open here, Adam Thielen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
and now look at this, big gain, but a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Luck. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Luck. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Locke. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Kelsey. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I'm going to come back to you.
They snap it to Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Check black 33. Check black 33. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mark check 33. 33. It's going to be a long...
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Bravo.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And that is incomplete here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Kamara, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead is now 21-14. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Luck now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready. Wait, 25. Wait.
Again, this is Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 27, Ryan. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Running with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
36 power. Check.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dawson tacks on the point after. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 40. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there out of Kamara. 47 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Second down and goal. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He got 29 yards that time. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check pass, check pass. Kill. Hey, South. Got it.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to loft one, deep left. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wilson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Amari Cooper, 46 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and now it's second down.
Let's go. Hey, Rick Lance. Hey, Charlie. Check 55 for Mike. He don't know no better. Gun.
Throwing again. Ryan. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw again is Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Let's go back.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect it and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go play action now. Wilson. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check Mike, go. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here I come.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 right at the 30. Play action. Now Wilson. And his pass incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Wilson off the play fake. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 23 yards, the final tally. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he works free. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The end result, 21 yards. Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
22, 80, 25. Tight down. There you go.
They'll run forward to Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
50. Let's go on, Eddie. Right there. They're not ready for this, man. Get still playing suck.
On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At their 48-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Play back at the 46. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your hit.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Amari Cooper, 51 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.